walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. I'm too on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift from a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy. Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check 43. Go ahead, baby. Go. Watch him now, Barney. Gun.
They're going to look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Four down.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free. And brings up 3rd down.
Blitz! Blitz! Bus stop!
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
4 down, 4 down, check, 4 down.
He'll look to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all
Okay.
right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Why not? Let's go.
And it's complete. Henry. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down, 4 down.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
We got 4.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Strong right. Strong right. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them special.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Flexing his muscle at the 30 and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey. 4 down. Watch him now, Barney. Check. All right, now, lucky 56. Gun.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Tight end right. Now let's go. Green 39. Hot. Check 52. No. Check. Patriot. Hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, look at the juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Over.
Looking to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
We got 4.
He's going to get it running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 2nd down, Mayfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Motion, motion, motion. Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Gun, 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 gun.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Going up top. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Set, green.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Detroit, Detroit. Gun, 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 gun.
First down, Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Three down. Hey, check. 3 down. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. No. Check. Patriot. Turn up.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down. Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Over! Hot!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league,
and the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Hot.
They'll set up to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
it's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Chargers. 48 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
3-19.
And they'll run it here. Finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the runs.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Sturgis for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Wide open receiver complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mayfield to throw it. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Steps away to his left. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
3 down. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Going to the air again with Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Agba in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Mayfield on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. 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 Hot.
They'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down, and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now Gordon on 1st down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, L.A. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Sturgis adds the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back. They like to run that play there and try and run over people.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play fake. Mayfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not. Keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Mayfield with it once more. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10.
Hey, hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. 48.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Barney, Barney.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
No. Check. Patriot.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field.
Got three down. Detroit! Over!
Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mayfield off the play fake. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. There he goes, left side. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Shift! 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll drop to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His pass became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So that throw good for 4. It's second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. E.J. Gaines the one that time to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they take a knee. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they're into the win column for the third time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take